Long ago, in a faraway kingdom, the royal queen, she was very troubled, and she called the head knight to come into the palace.
Oh, my queen, here I am your knight. To do your bidding, my queen, whatever it is you wish, I will do for you because it is my knight job.
Well, royal knight, I am most afraid because there are rumors that there are enemies who are coming into the kingdom.
Enemies? Enemies coming to the kingdom? Enemies of my queen? No, no, where is these enemies? Because I shall defeat them for you, my queen. It is my knight job.
Sir Knight, I need you to go. Take your men and ride off and confront them. Save the kingdom. I trust you. Please go. God will.
Yes, my queen, my men and I shall gather. We shall gather upon our horses with our axes and our spears and our swords and our bows and arrows, and we shall ride forth and attack and defend the queen and destroy the enemy.
Fare thee well, my knight. I will wait for your return.
Off I go! Ah!
And for 7 days and 7 nights, the royal knight and his men, they fought, they battled. It was fierce. And at the very end, they were at last successful and returned to the queen, who was awaiting their arrival.
Oh, my queen, I have returned. My men and I, we gathered upon our horses. We gathered our steeds and our bows and our arrows and our lances and our swords, and we rode forth. And, well, we rode to the western kingdoms, and there we found your enemies on the western borderlands. And we rode forth, and we slashed, and we hacked, and stabbed, and they ran screaming.
No. Wait.
We have defeated the enemies to the west.
No, wait. Where did you say you went?
Well, my men and I, we gathered with our horses and our swords and our bows and our arrows and our lances, and we rode to the western kingdoms, and we found the enemy, and we slashed, and we hacked, and we chopped.
Wait, no, royal knight.
And the enemies were defeated.
There must be a misunderstanding. All of my enemies are from the eastern part of the kingdom. I have no enemies in the west.
Over on the eastern side, not over on the western side.
I have no enemies to the west.
Eastern, but we ran over to the west, and we slashed, and we hacked, and
No, I have
they ran screaming, and they're terrified. And
I have no enemies to the west.
Well, I'm sorry, my queen. I think you might have some enemies to the west now. We went straight out. Oh, I'm so sorry, my queen. Oh.
And that is the time the royal knight learned the very most important lesson, that you should always get all of the directions clear before you begin a job.
Yes, all the directions.
And that is the story of the
enemies to the west. Ah.